Hey folks, Dave here, and welcome back to Fallout 4, where at long last, I'm finally going to be adding some new mods onto my list of my most useful and most favorite immersion-friendly settlement mods. Now, you guys know me if you've been around for any amount of time. For me, immersion is the real deal. I take it pretty seriously, and I love when settlement building mods add new tools to your toolbox that fit well with what's already in the game. Before we dive in, I have a quick announcement for you guys to keep an eye out for. Lenovo Legion is sponsoring me to go out for another Machinima LAN party. This time we're going to be playing Prop Hunt live on March 21st at 3 p.m. PST. I'll be broadcasting it here on my YouTube channel. Be sure to keep an eye out for more news on that. For now, let's dive in and check out these new mods. I am playing on PC, so these mods are going to focus on what's available on the Nexus mod site, but wherever possible, I'm going to note if these mods are available on Xbox or PS4 as well. And of course, you can find all of the download links and platforms listed out nicely for you guys right there in the description as always. The first must-have settlement building mod for 2018 is going to be Snappy House Kit. This is a mod where quality does not come at the expense of quantity. Along with Homemaker, this is one of the largest settlement building mods that you can add to your settlement building collection without making everything super cluttered. That's what's awesome about Snappy House Kit. It's a wide-ranging set of new houses and building materials to make a wide variety of different architectural styles, but it's very well organized and it won't clutter up your menus or fill your workshop full of junk. This mod takes some of the most commonly used building sets in Bethesda's Creation Kit and makes them available to you in the in-game workshop. With Snappy House Kit, you can build everything from classic residential houses in the old world style to modern Boston style hospitals with Art Deco style decorations and metal awnings. Basically anything that you would see in downtown Boston as far as architectural styles go can be built using Snappy House Kit. Even if you don't make an entire structure using one of the predefined sets, you can dig through the categories, which are incredibly well organized by type instead. So instead of, for example, looking at the Boston Capitol style, you could instead look at all of the balconies that this mod adds, or, for example, all of the doors. Again, this is an incredibly well organized and high quality mod that adds a ton of stuff without a lot of clutter. This one's definitely a must-have, which is why it's up front. Once you've built your carefully designed architectural set with Snappy House Kit, you've got to have a good way to defend it. That's why I'm very glad that I checked out Sandbag Fortifications a little while ago. This is a mod that was suggested to me a bunch, and now I can see why. This mod adds not only, as the title suggests, Sandbag Fortifications, but a ton of different wall defenses that all look incredibly realistic. They all share a generally military look to them, but they also all feel like they could have been built here in the apocalypse quite realistically. Most exciting of all, this mod adds a full guard tower. You can place it as a standalone tower. It comes complete with the staircase, the supports, sandbag fortifications, and a roof, and it's good to go. You can assign a guard to it, and it adds to your settlement's defensive rating. I've been looking for a standalone, insta-place guard tower for literally years now in Fallout, and this mod is worth the download alone just for that fantastic looking guard tower. However, let's not sell it short. It also comes with a ton of other defenses, including Dragon's Teeth, which are generally used for preventing the advance of vehicles. It has full sandbag trenches, which are cleverly built using chunks of dirt to create the trench effect. It has standalone sandbags, including some that have a kind of scrappy feel to them, using, for example, turned over picnic tables as defensive elements. You've got military-style huts, camouflage netting, full-on camouflage wireframe structures, which are generally used for building defenses, and a ton of small miscellaneous sandbag options. And most excitingly for you guys that like to create your own wall defenses, it comes with a bunch of barbed wire defensive walls and pikes, which you can combine with other wall mods to create some fantastic looking settlement defenses. Again, quality and quantity are both the name of the game with this mod. Would recommend. Next up is a technical style mod, one that I had my eye on for quite a while and kept postponing checking out, but now that I've tried it, I won't be able to live without it. I'm talking about Zebrina's workshop devices. This adds a number of different powered and mechanical objects to the workshop. Not only is this mod well done, but it amazed me how easy these objects are to use. I would not have guessed that you could add a mod that lets you create a working elevator with a switch that you place down at the bottom to create any height that you want, and that would actually work well in game, but it does. So one of the best things that I've seen from this mod that I'm using now quite a bit is that power lift. Again, all you have to do, place the elevator and then place your button, exit the workshop, and see where the elevator ends. It generally lines up quite nicely with just a bit of adjustment. As cool as the power lifts are though, this mod also comes with buttons which transfer power for a short adjustable duration, circuit breakers which are kind of a advanced version of the standard switch. You've got a power button which lets you create just a quick burst of power to power an object. You've got nighttime switches, which of course only activate during the night, which is great for creating a, say, streetlight system for your settlement that doesn't drain your FPS during the day. You've got a number of the crane bridges that you see in other in-game settlements, but now you can build them yourself. And some additional extra objects like an overdue book return machine, a paint mixer, and a mega security door that comes with a pre-installed concrete frame. I've used the homemaker version of that security door, but it's really cool to have a version with that nice looking frame. This mod even adds the castle armory door, which opens when it's powered up. One thing to keep in mind is, this mod is unfortunately PC only because a lot of the complexity of these objects requires the Fallout 4 script extender. So even if you're on PC, you are going to have to run the script extender in order to use this mod. That being said, if you want some more fantastic technical options for your workshop building, look no further than this mod. This next mod fills a very noticeable gap in the vanilla standard games building sets. Bethesda did a fantastic job at providing tons of junky options, everything from steel to junk walls to rough shacks, but there aren't a lot of options that feel like your settlers really are improving with their structure building, and they're not just throwing a bunch of junk and trash together anymore. That's why, next up, we're going to look at Stain's structures. This is such a cool idea for a mod. It's a relatively small at the moment mod that adds the option to create framework for settlement buildings, where you can have actual 2x4s like you're literally building a structure, and then it has snappable outer parts that go on top of the frame to create the structure look that you want. Again, what this provides is a really cool, more advanced style of settlement building, where it's not like your settlers are building perfect houses out of The Sims or something. It just looks more advanced, like they're putting some care and some effort into it. Again, the options are a bit limited right now, but I am really excited to see where this mod goes. Some of the options for covering up that awesome looking framework structure right now in Stain Structures include the facade's board and batten, which is a nice ribbed board look with lots of nice wear and tear on the texture. You of course have your corrugated metal. If you do want some of that junkier shack look, he does also include a plank and plywood option with lots of gaps and holes in the walls. And in a unique twist, there's also a facade that is made up of metal sheeting that looks pretty nice if worn, but then also some picket fences around the bottom to kind of decorate the outside of the facade. There's also frame pieces that provide, of course, doorways, but also windows. And once you've framed your windows in, you can select your window inserts, everything from simple bars to chicken wire, to even some nice rough-looking glass panes. This is some fantastically creative work that is absolutely immersion friendly, and I can't wait to see how he updates the mod in the future. I'd love to see just more wood styles that look like your settlers, again, actually know what they're doing. Alright guys, while that's not all of the mods that I've added to my collection over the last year or so, that's all I've got time to cover for today. I'll just drop one more teaser here before I end the video. I am working on an update at long last to my Minutemen Morale mod, which as you guys know is one of the mods that I use that I created myself to add a bunch of Minutemen themed signs, posters, and banners to Fallout. I've been adding some signs to it for an upcoming settlement tour, and once that tour is out, expect a new release of that mod with a bunch of new content. For now, thank you guys for watching, hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you all next time.